Welcome back to Frequency Online Maths. So let's quickly solve this Maths Olympiad question. So we have 6 to the power of x is equals to 3 to the power of 2x minus 2 to the power of 2x. So write our solution. So we're having 6 to the power of x, right, is equals to 3 to the power of 2x can be written as 3 to the power of 2 to the power of what? X minus 2 to the power of what? 2 then to the power of what? X. Now we can write this 6 as 2 times 3 to the power of what? X, right, is equals to 3 to the power of 2 is simply what? 9. So minus 4x, right? So we can write this as 2 to the power of what? X times 3 to the power of what? X, according to the law of what? Indices. So is equals to what? 9 to the power of x minus 4 to the power of what? X, right? So we can decide to divide both sides by 4 to the power of what? X, by 4 to the power of what? X, right? So when we divide, we are going to be having 2 to the power of what? X times 3 to the power of what? X all over. Do you know we can write this 4 to the power of what? X as I write it as 2 to the power of what? 2 then to the power of what? X, because 4 can be written as 2 to the power of what? 2, right? Is equals to 9 to the power of x minus 4 to the power of x all over 2 to the power of what? 2, then all to the power of what? X, right? No need of even changing this one, but no problem. So we have 2 to the power of what? X times 3 to the power of x all over. Then we're having 2 to the power of what? Oh, we're having 2 to the power of um we are having 2 to the power of 2x, right, is equals to 9 can be written as 3 to the power of what? 2x, right, minus 4 to the power of x all over. This can be written as what? 4 to the power of what? X. No harm. So we are going to be having 2 to the power of x times 3 to the power of x all over. This can be written as 2 to the power of x times 2 to the power of what? X, according to indices. So it will give you this is equals to 3 to the power of what? 2x over 4 to the power of x minus 4 to the power of x over 4 to the power of what? X. So because this 4 is for this one and this one, so this we cancel this. We are going to be having 3 to the power of x over 2 to the power of x is equals to 3 to the power of what? 2 all to the power of what? X all over. 4 can be written as 2 to the power of what? 2 all to the power of what? X minus 1, right? Good. So I'll be having 3 over 2 all to the power of what? X is equals to, I can use interchange of exponent and write this as 3 over 2, 3 over 2, then 3 over 2 to the power of what? X. Okay, let me write it like this. 3 over 2 x, then like this. I want to make this thing so that you understand what I did here. So you know that this 3 over 2, both of them have power x, both of them have power x. So let me just cancel these two. In order to use appropriate interchange of exponents, this x will come in, this 2 will go out. So I'm having 3 to the power of what? X, then over 2 to the power of what? X. Now, this my 2 now will come outside. See the rule I used. A times what? Okay, let me say A to the power of what? N, then times what? B. Now you can say write it as A to the power of what? B to the power of what? N. This is the rule I used so that it will not confuse you. So I'm going to be having 3 over 2, then to the power of x to the power of x is equals to 3 to the power of x over 2 to the power of what? X. All to the power of what? 2. Sorry, I'm forgetting my minus 1, my minus 1, my minus 1. Now, mind you, let me come over to this place. So, just mind you that 3 over 2 to the power of x can be written like this. I can write it like this, right? Is equals to 3 to the power of what? X all over 2 to the power of what? X all to the power of what? 2. So mind you that this and this are the same. This 3 over 2 to the power of x and 3 to the power of x over 2 to the power of x are the same. So I'm having minus 1, right? Minus 1. Wow. So I'm having minus 1. So I can say let 3 over 2 to the power of x be any variable. Let me say m. So I'm going to have, anywhere I see 3 to the power 3 over 2 to the power of x, I'm going to put m. So here I'm going to have m, right? M is equals to this m, it will now be m squared minus 1. So I'm going to be having m squared minus m minus 1 is equals to 0. So this is a quadratic equation. So I'm going to use almighty formula. So I'm going to have that my m is equals to minus b plus or minus square root of what? B squared minus 4ac all over 2a, right? So I'm going to be having that my m is equals to, what is my b? My b is minus 1. That's coefficient of what? This m. So it will be minus 1 plus or minus square root of b square is minus 1 square, which is what? 1 minus 4 times my a is what? 1. My c is what? Minus 1, right? All over 2 times 1, right? So I'm going to be having that my m is equals to minus 1 plus or minus square root of 1. This time this will give me positive 4 all over 2, right? So my m is equals to minus 1 plus or minus square root of 5 all over 2, right? So I'm going to have m is equals to minus 1 plus or minus okay, minus 1 plus, let me use for plus, square root of 5 all over 2, or minus 1 minus square root of 5 all over 2. So these are my values of what? M. Remember that we say that let recall that 3 over 2 to the power of x is equals to what? M, right? So we are going to have 3 over 2 to the power of what? X is equals to, when m is minus 1 plus root 5, right? So we'll be having, okay, sorry, my b is minus 1, sorry. Let me write it here, sorry. My a is positive 1, my b is minus 1, my c is minus 1. So minus minus will be plus. So this is supposed to be plus, 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 plus. Sorry. So I'm going to be having this plus 1 plus root 5 over 2, or plus 1 minus root 5 over 2. Sorry for the mistake. So I'm going to be having 1 plus what? Root 5 all over 2, right? So what am I going to do at this point? I'm going to what? Take natural logarithm of both sides. So I'm going to take ln of what? 3 over 2 all to the power of what? X is equals to, I'm taking ln of this side, 1 plus root 5 all over 2, right? So I'm going to be having x ln of what? 3 over 2 is equals to what? ln of 1 plus root 5 all over 2. So I'm going to divide both sides by ln of 3 over 2 to get my value of x. ln of what? 3 over 2. Good. So when I divide, I'm going to have my x is equals to ln of 1 plus root 5 over 2, then all over ln of what? 3 over 2. So this is the value of my what? X. So if I still want to simplify these values, I can get a single value for it. Okay, let me do it. I have my calculator. That means I'll turn back. When I simplify this is the value I'm getting, 1.186827. So some of you were asking the reason why we not use the minus own. If you use the minus, see what you'll be getting. You'll be getting real and imaginary number. So it's not what you are going to plug here now to satisfy this equation. So only the positive, which is 1 plus root 5 over 2 satisfies the equation. So don't bother using the 1 minus root 5 over 2. Thank you for watching and may God bless you. Bye bye.